You show me a medium-term plan by this administration. You have removed subsidy. Why did you remove subsidy? You have not told Nigerians.
So make it plain so everybody will run along with you.
You just said it. Write a vision.
Make it plain.
Make it plain. They have not. That is the plan I'm talking about. I'm not here to defend the APC. They have not written a plan. I challenge you. Show me a medium-term plan by this administration. You have removed subsidy. Why did you remove subsidy? You have not told Nigerians why. You've said, oh, it's losses, corruption. Yeah, agreed. So what? Having removed the subsidy, what are you going to do with the proceeds of the subsidy? That is the question people are asking. You need to say to the Nigerians, we have removed subsidy. We are going to raise 30 trillion. This is what we are going to do with the 30 trillion. And at the end of this investment, expect this. Hold us accountable for these deliverables. But that is not done. I don't know of any minister that can tell you. Every minister, by the way, has their own policy trajectory, where they're going. They know what they're doing. They're brilliant guys. They know what but there's no common thread. I was executive secretary of national planning for 5 years. Yeah, so if you don't have a plan, how do you monitor?
Okay, before I ask you that, as we speak, inflation in Nigeria has risen to 38.6%, if it's not above that by now, because that was the last year. This is a new year. Expendable income in the hands of Nigerians are being eroded, but the president says it's going to bring this inflation down to 15%. That's about more than double figures down.
By about half.
About half. And then the exchange rate to 1.5.
Yeah, from about
the minister said it's a good day. Isn't that working towards something great, 38.6 to 15%?
Yes.
You think they can't achieve that?
Yes, but show me the work plan. It's not talk. It is, show me a document that says, during this inflation, agriculture is going to generate 30%. Industry is going to generate 20%. Film industry is going to generate 10%. And these are what you call the growth drivers. These are the things that will drive what we are talking about. Can I ask you, we are going to reduce inflation and all that nice things you just said. What are the drivers? What are the things that will drive those things that you're talking about?
Well, he's talked about agriculture. He says I've forgotten his phrase, but he says he's concentrating on agriculture. Though the question being asked is, what are you doing about insecurity? Because not negotiable, that's it. He said food security, not negotiable, But the question being asked though is, farmers are not able to go to the farm because of insecurity. So how are you going to do this? How are you going to achieve this?
Precisely. You see, I'm trying to be careful the words I use. You can say anything you want to say. I believe there are good intentions in the system. I believe so.
Is that enough?
That is the question. Intentions are good, but not enough. The reason why they are not enough is implementation. I'll tell you my concerns. We have a large youth unemployment in this country. It is time bomb. We need to have a deliberate plan that looks at the youth and say, our economy will depend on this youth going forward.
I had the Minister of State here for Youth Development. He talked about the confab that is coming, that the president has promised to within this first quarter. You don't think that is working towards reducing youth employment and making the youth inclusive?
Yes.
Because like you said, it's a time bomb.
Yes, if you have the youths come up with their own agenda, and you mainstream the agenda into the medium-term plan to say, the youth say this is what they want, they are going to do this. Now our plan is that Minister of Science and Technology will do this one will do that. Everybody will work towards that plan. Then in 3 years' time, we'll review it to say, have we delivered on this? But I am saying to you, every ministry has good plan, good intention, but I have not seen a plan. Is it too difficult to understand?
Maybe you should help us with a plan. Or maybe help us with understanding what plan you're talking about. Maybe draft a plan in this short, brief moment. It could help.
As a draft a plan.
Maybe a, how do you say it? Not a bogus one, but, maybe the high points of the plan, not the broken down.
You see, a plan is a detailed statement of activities.
That's why I said not the whole
It's a detailed statement of activities that are designed to give you a particular result.
Get to a particular destination.
Over a period of time. That is a plan. Now, you can't write a plan for me I can write a plan for you. Everybody comes together and say, this is what I want to do, this is what everybody comes, and then
you think that the budget, the way it is not that?
Well, the budget is not based on a plan. Do you have a plan? From 1999 to date, to the best of my knowledge, this is the only administration that hasn't got a medium-term plan. Even Buhari has his plan, or had his plan. Jonathan had his plan. Yar'Adua had plan. You know of needs and seats and all that. They were plans. But I know that there's what they call renewed agenda. That was a policy campaign. Renewed hope agenda. That is a policy campaign document. It's a policy agenda, which ought to have been broken down and translated into a workable plan that you say, okay, works. Let me give you as an example, works minister is I can say working very hard, but running from pillar to post, doing what? How do you assess the performance of Minister of Works today? How many Nigerians will say that man that will have Minister of Works? As much as you know, he's in Sokoto to Badagry, Lagos.
Okay, you mean
Umahi, Badagry to Calabar. Yes, nice. Have you seen it? That is one. Two, how do they fit into...
The Badagry to is there for all to see.
Wait, okay. No, not Lagos to Badagry. I'm talking about Badagry to Sokoto.
Okay.
Now, what I'm trying to say is that a plan works is supposed to kick into agriculture, road construction, access to farm. You know, these things work together. You don't do road for nothing. You do road for something. Road is supposed to tie into agriculture. Road is supposed to be an infrastructure tied to industry, evacuation of goods from factories. All those things are tied together because you have an agenda to produce food. You have an agenda to produce manufactured goods. You have an agenda for export. All these things are tied, and you know that your infrastructure or your vehicle is the road. Now, you are doing road that is not connected to any of your nice agenda. How does that deliver? You are doing agriculture. Who are those working in agriculture? It's a whole value chain. From production, processing, distribution. What is it? Who are those in the value chain? Agriculture is not just farm. If you do farming and it doesn't get to the table, you wasted your time.
Now, the president says he's promising a $1 trillion economy with a budget deficit of 13 trillion and debt servicing of 15.8 trillion. Feasible?
Anything is possible if you work for it, if you plan for it. Anything is possible. What is the plan? You remember Vision 2020? You remember Vision 2010?
We're still on the vision.
So you can plan. If you don't implement, you will not deliver. This is as simple as that. You have to have one, a plan, a roadmap. Two, implementation. Three, monitoring and evaluation. Four, review. In case you are out of line, you kick yourself back in.
No, but the president had Hamza Usman, who was supposed to, that was probably why some ministers were relieved from their jobs, who was supposed to evaluate the performances of the ministers. I'm wondering, if there was no plan of what they were supposed to be doing, would that evaluation have been successful?
Plan is a public document. It's not a secret document.
Oh, okay. So what you're driving at...
Have you ever seen one?
Okay. What you're driving at is that... Because one could say that they have a plan, but your angst is, where is the plan?
No. I know authoritatively there is no plan.
No, but what you just said now is that, have I seen it? Which means he may be there, but he has not been...
I said it rhetorically.
Rhetorically.
Yeah, okay. There is no document called Asiwaju Bola Tinubu medium-term plan that will run from 2023 to 2027 or 2025 to 2027. There is no plan document that you say. You are asking me a question. I would have been happier if you were reading out of the plan to say this is what the plan says. Then you and I will say, is it feasible? For example, when you say you are going to have...
I talked about the 1 trillion naira.
Yeah, so let's take a practical one that says that's in the budget that next year you are going to have 2.3 million naira, million barrels of crude.
That's the benchmark.
That's the benchmark.
Yeah.
How? In the last 5 years, what have you performed? What is the performance?
Well, mind you, the NNPC said we've achieved 1.8.
NNPC?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what he said.
1.8. Is that too far?
No, well, it's not about imaginary target. It's about what they have delivered. NNPC, I don't know whether you are aware, has been telling Nigerians...
NTCL, by the way. Yeah,
okay, they have been saying that they have not been able to make money because of subsidy. The subsidy was removed. In the last 6 months, they have not remitted one dime to the Federation account. One dime. So, where is that 1.8 million?
Is the economy going to grow that way? Shouldn't somebody be held responsible and accountable? Yeah, I'm asking you. That's why I'm not going to answer the question.
No, so, in the last 6 months, NNPC has not remitted a dime to the Federation account. So we have been enjoying the proceeds of the subsidy removal. But the NNPC itself, what are they doing? And nobody's asking a question.
That's strange.
Very strange. Very strange. So the objective of removing the subsidy was not to make up for NNPC. But now...
It was to channel the funds to a deliverable.
Absolutely.
What people can see.
Absolutely.
And again, that's where the trust deficit comes in.
Yep. That is why the states, the subnational governments, don't trust the federal government. Because they don't know what is going on.
Did you listen to that? Good one. Good one. This journalist, you're asking the questions as if you are not in Nigeria. Yeah, you're not in Nigeria, living in Nigeria. Asking questions. You want force the man they tell you, don't explain to you. Simple. That's just the man said it now. You listen to him. Where is the plan? Where is the document that says this is what we are doing? This is what not by man too. I feel you all those ones they see for online. I feel use man now tell you say in the next 2 years I won't buy the whole of Lagos State, all the mansions in Lagos. Where is the plan? What is the roadmap? What are you doing that will enables you to buy all those mansions in Lagos? What are you doing? You want to be the best importers. What are you doing? Where is the plan? How do you plan to do it? You want to be the best production in terms of agriculture. You want to be... Where is the plan? How do you plan? You're asking as if you don't know. This is just it. The only plan now, they are building a coastal road. That's their plan. Building coastal road that does not in any way give any relief or reduce anything. Building coastal road for nothing. It does not connect to nothing. Just like this man said, it does not connect to anything. It does not give access to farmers to go to their farm. Meanwhile, all the farming where farmers could go to their farm, produce so that they can easily get their stuff and get their stuff, food, everything to the market on time without damage. No, not like that. This one has nothing to do with it. And all the major road we had before that could now, why they are building that, this one that could easily get all the goods delivered from one state to another, they are not motorable. We see a lot of them now, a lot of all the roads. Some of them are not motorable, motor trap every time on the road. They are building coastal road. They only say they are building coastal road. They will make it from here, one place or another, demolish people houses. Meanwhile, they are not doing anything. Where is the coastal road now? Has they started? Where is the state of that coastal road they are doing? How long is it going to take to complete it? Where is the plan? You want to produce that one? Oh God, Tinubu administration will kill Nigerians. It's just like, okay, let me say this. I was in a bus one day. Me and a guy we're just discussing. One guy said, he said you are looking for money to do business. Now this is just a typical. Let me just put it in this way. He said you are looking for money to do business. If you have money now to start a business, then I asked the person because we're together. I asked him, how much are you looking for? He said, then I said, there. He said, if I could save 3 to 5 million naira, I would be okay to start. I said, okay, fine, good and fine. 3 to 5 million naira. I mean to say, if you have 4 million naira, now you'll be okay. Then I asked a question. What do you want to do? What business comes to your mind? What do you want to do? And how do you plan to invest the money? Question. Now listen to the answer. The guy said to me, said to me that, oh boy, once somebody gives me that money now, the first thing I will do, bro, he said, I will sit down for house for 1 week. I go lodge in a hotel, make I just relax. I will call one or two Ogbo, Olosho, make it your day, make it relax, make it enjoy, so that he will think well, so that his brain will think well. Now true, now waiting he explain to me, now be this. He say he will think well, he will explain well. Then he will come settle down, think about the business when he won't do. I look at this guy. For me, inside myself, I laugh at this guy. I say, You say you are looking for 5 million naira, 3 to 5 million for a business. For example, now so Go Samaritan give you this 4 million or 5 million now take. So this is how you plan to spend the money. I said to him, I said, you are a failure. That was what I said to him. I said, you are a failure. He said, why? I said, I don't know. That's how we end the conversation. So you don't have your roadmap, you don't have your plan, no business draft, no business comes to your mind. You don't have it in mind already. Before you are looking for money, you know what you want to do with money. Now, Tinubu is the same administration. You want to do this, you want to give Nigerians. How do you plan? It's not by telling us now, it's the working. We need to see the working, we need to see the document that says this is where everybody will go online, read it, this is how we plan to do this. No, there's no template for it. It's just the words of mouth. That's why you see this problem now. It's easy to say, but what are they? How do you plan to do it? Easy to say than to do. So that's why they are going back and forth, because there is no planning for it. There's no plan. They had no plan. That's why it's taking them time to bring this, to do that, If Tinubu himself, at least to an extent, he have his own plan, then he can bring ideas, do all those things together. Your guy is nothing. All the ministers, whatever they do, it doesn't concern you. Feel like, okay, they are doing the best, because there is no template for it. There is no plan, document that says this is what we are going to do. Give the document to those sectors, those ministries. This is what we want to do. Work towards it, and we want to achieve this in this ministry. We want to achieve it. You just leave all of them to go and do whatever comes to their mind, whatever they think. Because from the organ, there is no plan how to get there. You want to go to the UK, you need to do the planning. You need to know what to do that will enable you to get to the UK. You want to go to the UK, you can say it. Everybody can say it, but how do you get there? That's the problem. Now they're stuck in the middle. Anyways, please share this video, and please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Please, I'll be your guy. Run out for me now. Subscribe.